Hello. Uh, Hi everybody. My name's Mouse. I'm a mouse, and I'm gonna be, uh, as you can probably guess by whatever this video is titled, gonna be playing the Ace Combat games. So this is my little rundown of what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it. Um, for people who do know, I stream on Twitch occasionally, and I play a variety of different games. So this is the first kind of YouTube series thing that I'm going to do, because I want to play some games at my own pace and have them be video games. Just be full playthroughs without having to deal with live streaming and potentially restarting games and so on and so forth. Blah, whatever. Um, and as Ace Combat 8 has just had a release date, I thought probably a good time to try and play through all these games. Try and play through all these games and have them be done before Ace Combat 8 comes out. But we'll see about that. I apologise if there's weird lighting. I haven't actually tested this in the slightest at all. So, with that all being said, let's talk about games. So, Air Combat. This is the first Ace Combat game. For people who don't know, the first Ace Combat game is not actually called Ace Combat, it's called Air Combat. I don't believe there is actually a game called Ace Combat. They stemmed from a arcade game called Air Combat that then the developers were asked to make into a PlayStation game, and the PlayStation wasn't powerful enough at the time to play arcade games, so they went with a kind of a reimagining, remade version. So this is completely unrelated. Air Combat on the arcade did eventually get its own sequel called Air Combat 22, which there is actually a downloadable version of that for the arcade archives, but there's nothing for Air Combat if I remember correctly. But yeah, I have just played this. I've just finished it. It was pretty good. It was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. It was a bit funky, but overall pretty good. I've been playing on the PS3 with like the PlayStation 1 like thing. The disc looks pretty cool as well. Got some other cool Namco stuff in it. But if you are watching this now, this should be in a playlist. If not, there's a link somewhere here, somewhere maybe, or here, playlists wherever those are going to be for the Air Combat things. So, Air Combat. I'm also going to be playing these in release order. So next is Ace Combat 2. I don't know why there's a P on it. Whoever I bought this from on eBay, wrote a P on it. But cool disc again. This is one I don't really know anything about, but I have heard a lot of people say this game's really good, and it's one of the best ones, if not the best one. I've heard a lot of people say that it's their favorite game basically ever. So high praise for a PS1 game from however long ago. Oh, it says analog controller compatible as well. I really hope this isn't showing my face too much. Okay. Then we have Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere. And for people who know Ace Combat, know that this is not the version to play. And this is the version I will play for the videos. I'm trying to look at the back of the boxes and I'm just reflecting myself at it. But this version is the Western version, which I don't remember if it was the Platinum version as well, so there's nothing fancy on the disc. I don't know if the original version in Japan was multiple discs, but this is obviously only one disc. And kind of a lot of the story stuff, as far as I know, has been stripped out of it. It doesn't really have any of like the anime look to it. So, but I am going to play this version, and then I know there's a fan translation of the Japanese version of this, so I will play that at some point. I might not record that one. We'll see. If I like this, which I feel like I will, I'll probably end up doing that as well. But then we move on to the PS2 era games. So if anyone's watching them from the US, oh, I didn't account for PS2 boxes being bigger. I think all 3 of the PS2 games have different names. Let me look this because I've got this on here. So this is called Distant Thunder here. In the US, it's called Ace Combat 4 Shattered Skies. I also hear that this is one of the best ones. A lot of people say that this is the best one. And this became like this, like gold standard, I guess, for Ace Combat. So I'm really excited to play this one. Then we have Ace Combat 5, I guess. It's called Squadron Leader here. In the US, it's called The Unsung War. But once again, it's got cool box art and cool artwork. Don't know much about this one, but interested to play it. Then we have a slight deviation because I said release order. There is then Ace Combat Advance, which there is a Game Boy Advance game in here, and the manual, I think. Oh, you can't really see. Oh, you can see. It's like top down. So I will play this. I have something to capture this from. So, oh, look, it has the Bandai Namco logo, so that must have been maybe after they'd swapped over. So, interested to see this one. I guess it's a spin-off, but... Then we have Ace Combat The Belkan War. Oh, sorry if I'm making unwanted noises as well. Now, this one, I believe in the US it's just called Ace Combat Zero, The Belkan War. It's got a cool operations manual. This is the one that's being packaged with Ace Combat 8. So I will probably end up playing this twice, because I will play this version of it because I want to play it, and then I'll probably end up playing the new HD version or whatever. Then we have a slight deviation as well, because it's then the first PSP one, Ace Combat X, Skies of Deception. I don't, once again, know much about this. But it's got the Boeing officially licensed product on it. How interesting. But that's cool, there's a map in there. But interested to play this. I have a PSP with a cable, so I can capture that. Then we're gonna jump to the Xbox, and we're gonna play Fires of Liberation. I believe this only came out on the Xbox unless you pre-ordered Ace Combat 7, in which you got it as a digital. I think this is the one that came as a digital. I don't really know much about this. I'm very new to Ace Combat. I've only played Air Combat, a little bit of Ace Combat 7, and then I've played something like Project Wingman. I played Tom Clancy's Hawks. So I'm kind of new to playing games, but they're cool. So I'm looking forward to this. Also says 60 Hz, which is nice. Which I assume I'll probably play it with the Xbox Series X, like backwards compatibility. I think it's compatible with that, so it will actually run at 60 FPS and not be choppy as all fuck. Then we got the other PSP game, Joint Assault. I don't have a manual for it, unfortunately. But I might try and get one online. But once again, don't know anything about this. I wonder how long the PSP games are, because the way I'll play it is using a PSP with the cables in it to capture it, and it's gonna cramp the fuck out of my hands. So we'll see. Then, and this is funny that this is the only one they have the special edition of, but then we have Assault Horizon, which I believe is like the black sheep of the series, because it's not set in the strange real world. Yeah, it's like this realism type thing. I think there's like a guidebook or something else in here. But I will play this. A lot of people say that this is not good, but I don't know if it's because it's actually not good or if it's because it's not part of Ace Combat. Then I've got the weird one, which is Assault Horizon Legacy. I don't have the Plus version. I only found out there was a Plus version a little while ago. And from what I've been told, this is basically just a remake of Ace Combat 2, but with like slight modifications. So it's not just a whatever you want to call it, a handheld version of this. Unfortunately, though, I don't have anything to capture this on. I don't have a 3DS with a capture card. So when I get to this, I'll probably just play it for myself, and then I'll talk about it. Because I won't be getting a 3DS capture card anytime soon. I keep bumping this Godzilla toy, sorry. And then finally, we have Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, which we will not be playing on the PSVR because I'll get motion sick and explode. I don't think this has a fancy disc. Yeah, it's just got... Oh, there's you steal my points that I've probably used anyway. But I'm excited to play this again because this is what got me far more interested in Ace Combat. I played a little bit of it and went, oh, this is just Gundam, but I've got planes instead of giant robots. And I was very happy about that. And then proceeded to never play any more of it. So that's kind of it. As I said, I've already played Air Combat, so there will be a link somewhere or it'll be in a playlist and whatever. These are hopefully all going to be done and come out before Ace Combat 8 comes out. And then maybe when 8 comes out, I'll play it as new, as a thing. I do have some other plane games on things like the PSP, the PS2, the PS3 and 360, I think. And I will potentially play those on stream rather than just play them as part of this because they're obviously not Ace Combat. I'll stop knocking things off my desk. But be sure to find me on Twitch and watch out for those. I'll post things in the Discord server about it as well. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of a rundown, I guess, of what I'm going to do, what I've already done, what the plan is. Hopefully we'll stick to it. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoys me being not very good at playing games. And hopefully it's a chill time and I'm not pulling my hair out. But I feel like the series is one of those, it's going to get better and less cumbersome as it goes on. I just hope it doesn't get like really, really hard at some point, so I can't beat it. But I played Air Combat on the easy difficulty, and the only times I died were due to my own faults, I think. So we'll see, but I hope everybody enjoys them. This isn't very professional. None of the stuff I do is very professional. I'm just kind of playing games and recording it. So enjoy. But if you've watched this far, thank you for watching. Please find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/emaus_ch, and see my shenanigans there. And my live 2D model, because, like I said, can't have that running whilst this is running, because the whole computer just explodes. But yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Goodbye.